Hey, this is Illa J, and you watch me on KiwiboxDotCom. Let's go. That's one thing about my brother. Like, he was so far ahead of the game, and it's crazy. Like, all the tracks on the album, like you said, are from '95 to '98, and pretty much we didn't really do anything to them. The only thing, like one track, we added an extra bass line to it, but other than that, we just pretty much mixed it and mastered it. Honestly, my parents, them liking the album, being that, you know, my whole musical foundation, they set me up with that, with my dad, you know, being a jazz musician. So by my dad, you know, giving me the stamp of approval, like, you know, I feel like I should do anything now. Like, now he's like, okay, yeah, I really like the album. It's like jazz to me because it has a lot of jazz chord changes. So yeah, I'm happy that my pops likes it. Pretty much, Delicious Vinyl actually came to me. They gave me a CD with 38 tracks that my brother produced way back in '95, and at that time he was going to do a compilation album with various artists that work with my brother. And what ended up happening was I hit up Mike like January 08, and I'm like, yo, you got to come hear this song. And I played him this song on piano, and pretty much a couple days after that, he told me he liked it. He wanted me to perform at this club, and after my performance, he came up to me and like, yo, why don't you just do the whole album? So it was actually a blessing in disguise how it happened. So yeah, it's really dope. My brother, like, he was always in the studio, so it's no telling how many tracks are out there that nobody's haven't heard yet. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what happens in the future, but as far as right now, I'm in the studio working on my next project, and I'll be doing the majority of the production, but definitely, you know, if like there are tracks that I recorded over my brother's beats that I may release in the future, but you know, I'm just seeing which ones, just making sure it's the right track. But you know, Yancey Boys too, that, you know, that will be dope. So I mean, we'll see. Once people hear the album, they'll kind of already realize that I have my own style as an artist, and kind of separate the two. Even though, regardless, I will always be connected to that, and you know, I don't mind that at all. You know, because I appreciate my brother opening the door for me to be able to shine my light as an artist. But as I continue to do music, I think people will eventually see, you know, that I am my own artist as a songwriter and producer myself. A lot of my ideas start on the piano, and sometimes I actually write it first, but I eventually work on it on the piano anyway to work out the rhythm of it, to get the emotion in the song and bring it to life. Honestly, it kind of rubbed off on me, because like, he really inspired me a lot with his the hard work that he put into his craft and being the best that he could be at it. And honestly, with me, it all depends on the mood. Like, sometimes I could write a track within 5 minutes, just depending on, you know, if I have that moment going, I just continue to write it. And sometimes, you know, I'll just wait a couple days. I'll write half of it. You know, like, you know what, I'm gonna come back to this. But it depends. But a lot of times I write really fast, especially if I'm in that moment. I actually have a lot of influence from artists from California too, so it's kind of a mixture between both. Like, actually, like the Yancey Boys album, to me, it's kind of a mix between the Detroit sound and like Cali, because a lot of the tracks from the album my brother actually made in California, and you can actually tell because some of them are really laid back, and you could just, you know, I can almost see the palm trees as you driving down the street when I'm listening to the songs. But definitely I like the feel that I get out there as an artist. But also it's dope writing in Detroit too, because it's like in Detroit I just get that soul just from riding through the streets all messed up, your car boom 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 boom, boom, all that. But definitely, like, it's fun right now in Cali. Right now I'm actually in the studio working on my second album, and putting this together because I actually recorded the whole album before I recorded the Yancey Boys album. So, you know, I might end up maybe doing a double album or something like that. But yeah, I'm working on a lot of new stuff. So yeah, definitely I have a lot of stuff coming in this upcoming year.